Hi everyone, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to do this Loui Jover-inspired portrait, and I am going to do that in Photoshop. So the first thing I want to do is find a painting older than 1925 and select images, a portrait painting. If you choose to use a portrait that is more recent, that will be okay as well because you're going to make a lot of changes to it, so it should fall into fair use as long as you make a lot of changes to it and you're respectful. To make sure I'm safe in using the public domain, I have just typed in portrait painting older than 1925. Lots of things to choose from. If you have a person in mind that you would like to use that inspires you, an artist or an author or a musician or an athlete, politician, whatever, you can do that. Again, you just have to make sure you're respectful and do this assignment correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Vincent van Gogh. I want to make sure I hover over the picture, and this is 300 by 300. I definitely want to go with something that has at least 1,000 pixels, at least one direction. This one will do. So I'm going to right click and save image as. I am going to go ahead and go to my desktop. I'm not going to change the name of this. But I am going to add a new folder, and I am going to call this Loui Jover style, and I'm going to change, and I'm going to save that right there. And save. Okay, now I want to have I'm going to cut out, and you're going to cut out the background of your portrait regardless of who it is. So I want to use paper in the background, an old type of paper. So I'm going to, I know Vincent van Gogh wrote a lot. He kept a diary. That's why we know so much about him. So I'm going to see if I can take a page from his diary. And again, I want this to be a decent size. 1,000 is good. However, I also know that this is going to be in the background, so it's okay if it's not perfectly 1,000 pixels. I also know that I'd like to see it be, excuse me, I'd like to make sure it's vertical since my picture is vertical. Now, if it has a watermark, see these are called watermarks. Can't use something like that. So let's see. That one's still a little bit small. This one's bigger. I'm going to go ahead and use this one. So I'm going to, again, right-click, save image as, and I am in the Loui Jover style, so I'm going to click that to save. And now I want to find an initial, so I'm going to use the letter V for Vincent, or Vincent van Gogh. I'm just going to say fancy letter V, or vintage or something. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back and put vintage so I get something older looking. So I like this one, but I cannot use it because it has a watermark on it. That one is kind of cool, but it also has a watermark on it. How about this one? Watermark, I already looked at that. I was kind of thinking something with a little color, but it doesn't necessarily have to have color. So this is not going to be very big, so I'm not I'm not really worried about size too much, so I'm going to go with this. And I'm going to save, right click and save image as, and it's still going in my correct file. All right. So again, kind of looking back at these, the letters, how you're going to cut the background out, how you're going to have some sort of paper behind it. If we go back and look at these with Salvador Dali and Frida, and looking at some of that paper. So you'll just find something that you like. This paper behind Dali is cool because it has his autograph. But anyway, looking back at those. So now I'm going to go to Adobe Photoshop. I'm going to go to Create New, and I'm going to use 2000 by 3000 pixels with the orientation of vertical 300 pixels per inch. I'm just going to leave that white. Okay, so here we go. I am going to, whoops, I'm sorry, apologize for that. I'm actually going to drag and drop these in. I want this background to remain locked. We're not going to work on the background because we are going to be cutting and erasing, and we don't want to put a hole in our paper. So we're going to lock that. I could go to File and Open, and if I do that, let's go to my Loui Jover. If I do that, I'm going to go put the letter in. What's going to happen is it's going to open another tab over here, and it'll be in the background, which is fine. I can grab this move tool and click and drag and remain clicking and then let go of it when it is here. Okay, another way I could do that though to make this even faster is to go down to the bottom of your screen and click open. Sorry, I have lots of files here. Goodness, they're in alphabetical order. And then I could just drag and drop it. And when I do that, it automatically goes basically to the size that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and take this layer that I dragged and dropped from here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the trash can because I don't want that. So I have this one. I'm going to fit that in. The proportions are a little different, so I can click Control T, or I can click Edit and come down to Transform, and then I am just going to scale that. So I'm just going to make it bigger, and then I can hit Enter or the check mark. Okay, now I want to bring in again, I can go to File and Open and bring in Vincent. Okay, so this will happen to you sometimes. It says it's not the right kind of document. So let's go look at it and see what this is. Let me open it. All right, so this is what we are going to do. We're going to click here. If you have a JFIF file or a HEIC file, sometimes it will not read correctly. So we're going to click S in the search, grab the snipping tool, click New, and then we are going to click and drag and then drop it. We're going to go to File, Save As, and we want to make sure it's either a PNG or a JPEG. PNG is a higher quality, so we're going to go with that. I'm going to name it Vincent. I'm going to put it in my Loui Jover and hit Save. Okay? All right, so now we're going to go back. And again, I can go File and Open, and I can grab my new image. if I do that, I'm going to have to click it and move it over. However, I'll show you something else you can do here in just a minute. So if I go back to my original, I just realized that's untitled. Definitely have to title it when we're finished. I can go here and then click and drag, and then you'll see that it tells the computer basically what size we want. I can hit the check mark or enter to accept that. And I am going to do the same thing with the letter. Now you see, I just noticed that that letter is also the wrong type of file. Okay, let's see if I can go back to that letter V, and let's drag it in. I don't see it, so I'm going to go to File, Open. I'm going to see if I can find it on the desktop. I may have put it in the wrong place. All right, save time. We're going to go back to this letter G or V. And since it was causing me some problems, let me see why. I think it may be a GIF. Yes. Let's see if we can get it from here. Sometimes you have to open. Yes, okay. So we don't want it like that. I am going to just, I can take some time to find another one. Look at this one. That one's pretty fancy and cool. And it is a JPEG, so we should be good with that. All right, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to say File and open this V. Now, because it opened over here, again, I may need to drag and drop it. It'll be, I'll put it up here somewhere, okay? I could also open it from here and just drop it in. So just so you know. So this background layer is locked. This already is layered, Van Gogh's letter to Theo. And then this layer, I'm gonna just put V, letter V, all right? Now it's time to work on this. So we're not going to use the opacity like we did before. I'm going to turn the visibility off of that layer. I want to make sure I'm on my Vincent layer. And there's different ways that you can grab or remove your background. So I'm going to click on the quick selection. I'm going to click the minus, and I am just slowly going to paint. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. It's wanting me to click the add. Okay, so we do want to make a new selection. Let me show you guys an easier way. I go back to Vincent, and I am again on the quick selection tool and the plus, or you can do new selection if you're doing something new. I can make the brush smaller for details. And again, you can do this on the other one as well. I was going to remove the background, but I'm just going to remove him. Now these pixels are going to be really similar. So if, for example, I click outside of what I want, I'm going to go to minus and push that back in. And then go back to plus. I think I'll go ahead and get his brushes.